Welcome, Gemini. Thank you for tuning in to your horoscope for June 28, 2023, on your channel, Zodiac Attraction. Discover what the future holds for you in terms of finances, lucky numbers, love, health, work, family, compatibility, and favorite color. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on daily updates. Get ready to explore your destiny. Let's get started. You should wake up feeling energized and ready to work, dear Gemini, as the moon enters Scorpio while making helpful connections with the nodes of Fate and Mercury. Though you may not get immediate recognition for your efforts, the work you do now will pay off down the line. Themes around teamwork will come into play when a grand trine forms this afternoon, providing a stabilizing energy while encouraging you to ask for help if you need it. Meanwhile, Venus and Chiron align overhead, providing opportunities to smooth out conflict and heal within your social sphere, so don't be afraid to speak honestly. You may discuss few important issues with your relatives. Try to be loving and kind in your conversations. If you can't handle any situation, just leave it for the time being rather than overdoing it. Attend gatherings in the evening time if you want to lighten up your mood. Focusing on matters of faith and spirituality will be of benefit to you. This week will be jam-packed with special activities, outings, and get-togethers on the agenda. This is your week to splurge on whatever you want. You ought to stay away from speculating at all costs if you want to maximize your potential returns while investing in the stock market. Keep an open mind while you are having a conversation with your mate, since it is likely that you will both misunderstand each other. In order to achieve satisfaction in a relationship, an unusual amount of work is required. You may accomplish achievement in your pursuits and build beneficial strategies. It's possible that you'll get a job offer or a promotion. Perseverance is often a necessary quality for self-employed professionals to possess in order to achieve their objectives. When coupled with sufficient work, determination may produce the kind of successful motivation that leads to success. You must practice patience in your attempts. When you place an inordinate amount of significance on minor topics, you may suffer mental pressure. For optimum physical and physiological health and immunity, consume a diet rich in nutrients, drink lots of water, get plenty of rest, get plenty of exercise, and meditate. There can be some missteps in communications today, dear Gemini, but the day shapes up to be very productive. You benefit from taking steps towards feeling a little more secure, with the Sun in your resources sector in harmony with Saturn. This transit helps ground you and encourages you to be better organized or prepared. Efforts to secure a position, stabilize your career, or lock down a steady income may be in the offing. It's an excellent time for developing, considering, or going over plans. Attention to your practical affairs may often seem like a duty, but today, you feel more accomplished and comforted through these activities. Influences now can be helpful for your reputation and clout. It's also a fine time for optimism and energy to repair relationships. Work or play? Well, which is it going to be? You're probably not sure yourself thanks to the conflicting beams in the stars overhead. The primal sun is moving through your second house of earned income and material possessions, so you're more than in the mood to make today count. That's fantastic, and I'm glad you're experiencing so much positive drive, but that firepower is about to get checked by the intuitive moon in your sixth house of fun and romance. Rolling up your sleeves and getting to work might happen for part of the day, but you might be removing more articles of clothing before you know it thanks to a certain someone pulling your attention away from your finances. Now we will tell you how it will go with money and luck, but first remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. This helps us a lot and so you never miss your daily reading. Money and luck. Try not to overthink your work life, Gemini. As the moon enters its fall, Scorpio, you must feel it is time to dive into your routine and habits. On the one hand, this can be a transformative lunation. But on the other hand, it could also be an obsessive lunation to work with if you are not careful. Walking the fine line might be challenging, but you may have a better perspective of what you want to focus on to feel secure since the Sun in Cancer trines Saturn retrograde in Pisces. This is a time to think about new and improved ways of doing things when it comes to your finances, Gemini. This is what this lunar energy compels you to do. You may need to be a little more flexible in the future, but for now, it's important to think of new plans and consider new ways that you can make things easier for yourself. Take time to analyze and think about how you can make positive changes. Someone may have some important news for you that could present a new opportunity, so keep your eyes and ears open, Gemini. Lucky numbers. Your lucky numbers for June 28th are 13, 21, 48, 36, 19, 20. Daily love. A gorgeous day for your personal and romantic life has arrived, Gemini. Today, as the glorious sun dances through your solar second house of finances, he will link perfectly with mighty Saturn, the great taskmaster in your solar 10th house. While this admittedly could bring a big win in your career, you and your sweetheart may be able to start planning even more for the long term. This would be a great time for the two of you to budget for a nest egg or even consider investing. However, if single, you can use this energy to meet up with someone a bit more mature or settled than you. Do you feel it comes naturally to you to remain in touch with the fun and pleasurable parts of your romantic relationships? This is a good question to ask yourself today, as the moon is in Scorpion and your 6th house of romance. It is so common that people experience so much more fun, closeness and pleasure at the beginning of a relationship, and for all of that to eventually begin to fizzle out. Part of that is a natural part of the way things in life progress. New things tend to be more exciting and stimulating, but there's also a big part of it that is your responsibility. Ask yourself what you can do with your partner that can help spark that playful spirit within you. This is a great time to plan something together that you experience as fun and romantic. Also, how can you allow your creativity to come into play in your relationships and at the same time let that connection be something that inspires you in other areas of your life? At work. The stars favor those who are in real estate or in construction business. This is a good time to buy property. A very short window of opportunity may open up where you may find a great bargain while searching for your dream house or apartment. Investments which you had made in this field will now bear fruit. You can also start investing in real estate today with good results. Do you experience joy and pleasure at your job? Do you feel inspired doing what you do? As the moon is in Scorpion and in your 6th house of creative self-expression, these are relevant topics to meditate on. It is crucial that you find happiness at your work, otherwise, you risk turning into someone who lives their life robotically, doing things mindlessly without imbuing them with your unique and personal flavor. If that is your current reality at your job, what are the things you can shift in order to change that? Health. People have misunderstood you for being a bad soul. Let them think the same and do not get disheartened. Time will let them know what kind of a person you are. Ponder on your own preferences, what you want to do and what not. Go for some swimming and running to reflect and find answers to these questions. During this time, focus on balancing your social life with your personal needs. Take time to recharge your batteries and prioritize self-care practices such as taking a relaxing bath or practicing deep breathing exercises. Crystals such as blue lace agate or sodalite can enhance your communication skills, while foods rich in magnesium, such as dark chocolate or almonds, can support mental and emotional well-being. Family and friends. Plan some family activity today. No matter how busy you are, you have been ignoring your family, and it is time to redress the balance. A picnic or other group outdoor activity can be great fun. You can also go for activities like sailing or horse riding. Try to get in a much-needed dose of nature during this quality time. Work, play, work, play. How on earth do you ever decide which to do and which to pursue? On a day like this, it might be almost impossible to decide what direction to follow. And if you keep expecting to look down in front of you and find a path carved out of rock, well, it's not going to be that simple or that obvious. You're going to have to make your own way through these confusing transits, but that doesn't mean you can't come out on the other side better for the journey and glad you went through whatever trying times you did. If this sounds a bit intimidating, don't worry. The The skies will only be confusing for a short part of the day, then will ease up as evening rolls around and the moon rises up into the night sky. Compatibility. At work, Leo. In love, Scorpion. In luck, Capricorn. Your lucky color today: amber. We love that you get to this part of the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like it, and leave us your comments. At Zodiac Attraction, we always read them, and see you tomorrow. Have a nice day.